A straight binder can go around any curve.
Really?
If you know what you're doing. It's all about the folding technique, okay? These are curves. When we bind this, we're gonna bind the outside first. We're gonna do the cutouts last. That way, when we bind the cutouts, if we mess up and we have to cut it off, we don't have to undo the other side. So we do all the bottoms and around all the sides, and we do the cutouts last. The cutouts always want to be 2-ply. You want to staple them, and you don't even want to cut them out. You want to stay stitch first and then cut out afterwards. That way, everything lays nice and flat. Ideally, when you cut it out, you want to heat the edge too. We're not in this case, but it makes it easier to bind. Okay? So I'm going to start doing this. The whole idea behind the binding and the straight binder is you almost want to pretend that this binder is invisible. All the binding is happening at the needle. Okay? This has nothing to do with anything. If you rest the binding against this, it's going to come off. You want to be running it in at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so I'm going to just feed it on. And I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure this way against it. And I'm going to run it in at an angle like that. I'm going deliberately.
There's the first mistake I was doing.
Okay, now when I get to an outside curve, I want it to be a fluid motion. I don't want to be pushing in too hard, because if I do, the binding's going to run off on the back side. So I almost kind of get myself, so I got a very fluid action going on like that.
Wow.
And then I run it off and cut it. Okay, now on the back side, that all should be nice and on. And it came kind of close to the edge there, but it didn't come off. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all these other things.
Dad, did you make like 5 of those templates for us to practice on?
I'll trace them out. You can make them.
You notice how I'm running this in at an angle?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, if you run it against this, it's not going to work. It's going to come off. You want it to be in at an angle. You want to run it in at an angle like that. I mean, there's a point where you're too much of an angle, but the thing is you feel it, it wants to be tight against that edge. Okay? Now, what a lot of people that are first starting out, they feel the need when they're binding to radius every corner. Don't get like that. If it doesn't need to be rounded, don't round it. Like,
When does it and when does not?
well, you're going to have to round that, obviously.
Right.
You're going to have to round that. You're going to have to round that. You don't have to make a tight radius, curve every little thing. You just run the binding over it, like I
Okay.
did here.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get into, I got one more straight edge to do, and then I just got curves. So I'm deliberately going a little slow here, and I'm running it in. I want it to be tight against that needle. That's the important one. And I'm making it look easy. Believe me, it is not easy to do this. I'm going to let you guys try it. This is something you really have to practice at home. Make up a piece like this and sit down and practice. If you do this for a morning, you will get good at it. But you gotta just do it. Make up a lot of pieces out of scrap and just practice binding, because that's the only way you'll get good at it.
And just doing different cutouts.
Right, it gives you the thing. And that you want to be sort of fluid, and you just have to practice it. The inside corner is a little different. Sailrite sells these right angle binders with special soft thing, everything like that. Right angle binders, all they do is they create drag. And if you have drag, if you have any resistance going through the binder, it's going to pucker the edge, it's light. Okay? So I have found I can do any inside corner with a straight binder, no problem. It's all about how you fold the fabric and how you put it through. Needle positioning is really important for this step. It really helps. So the way I'm going to start out doing this is I'm going to fold this over so I have a straight edge going into the binder. And it's the same as if I was doing a straight edge. I'm going to go into it like that, right? And what I'm going to do is, see I have it folded over there? I'm going to walk it right in until it's almost, if I go another stitch, I'm probably going to stitch over that. And if I stitch over that, you're done. You gotta stop, cut it off, try again. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it over like that. I'm gonna refold it, and I'm gonna go like that. And I'm probably gonna be able to do like 4 stitches. Right? I haven't stitched over that. So now I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna refold it like that. I'm gonna bring it in like that. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna fold it up like that. I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna refold it like that. 1, 2. 2, 3 stitches at a time. Now when I'm done, and I trim this off,